Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to your Java series. Today we're going to be talking about 2D arrays as well as some other cool stuff you can do inside of Java. So I'm stoked, hopefully you guys are as well. Pramp is a free mock interview platform where you can develop your technical interviewing skills. Practice coding with live execution of all major programming languages to solve real interview questions. Interview types include data structures and algorithms, product management, behavioral interviews, system design, front-end, and data science. I've personally used this service to successfully crash course for a software engineering interview. Lots of people are having success getting positions at companies like Amazon, Google, Twitter, and more. Check it out, I'll leave a link for you guys in the description. So we're going to start by just creating a single dimension array, and then we'll convert it to a 2D array. So we'll start with int, we'll just go with grades, and we'll assign it a new integer array like so. And we need to pass in a size, so we could say there's going to be 5 elements. Well, if we wanted to convert this to a 2D array, all we got to do is put another square bracket here and another square bracket here. And this will actually compile even though we don't put a size here, but I'll be talking about that in just a moment. For now, let's put a size there. So this will give us a 5 by 5 table essentially, where this is the row and this is the column. So for example, we could say grades index 0, index 1, and that's going to grab the first row, the one with the index 0, and then the second column, which has the index 1. So it might be easier to visualize if we had a visual of this. So for example, instead of just assigning this here, we can actually give it values. So to do that, here's what we need to do. Use curly braces, and then we can put groups of curly braces inside and put some values in here. Awesome. So now, as an example, we might try to grab this 4. Here's how we would do that. We would say grades, grab the row with the index 1, because this one has index 0. So we'd say grades 1, and then column with the index 1 as well. Run this, and you can see we get the value 4. Now, if you just really quickly need to output the entire array, you can do that like so. All you gotta do is say arrays.deep toString and pass in the array grades. Running this, you can get that right in the console. But for now, we'll just get rid of that and just work with what we have here. The interesting thing though is that you can actually have arrays of various sizes. So you might hear of this as jagged arrays or ragged arrays, but essentially we can go in here and extend one of these, but not all of them. And this explains why earlier we had new int and we only had to put the size for the first square brackets, because we could go and assign arrays of various sizes to each one of the rows. So it does not have to be a square shape. I'm gonna get rid of this and go back to what we had. And now we can go farther down here. For example, we can grab index 4. Running that, we get the value 3, which is right here. So you do need to be careful with this because we're not in a square shape, so it can be really easy to go out of the bounds. So for example, if we were on index 0 for the row, we're going to get an issue. You can see we get an exception. That's because this one does not have an index 4. Keep this in mind when you're iterating through these things. You can't necessarily just assume it's a table. Speaking of iterating through an array, that's what we're going to be talking about in the next video. So stay tuned, I'll see you then.